right.
Catch up to lifetime. Alright then, game number 1. Gold League quarterfinals, Russia Finland here. And Vince going straight off the bat with all of the flares. Do you see them?
Vince knowing the rivers right away.
Yeah, he knows the position, so we can see you're always going to spawn like an L shape, and this is quite for me, this is one of the more straightforward generations here, where you have like both the pockets on the same side, which to me makes things a little bit more simple. I don't know what you thought when you've been playing these games.
Wasn't this the same gen that UK and Canada had, basically?
Yeah, yeah.
So this like it sets up for a really natural like orange docks in the other river tries to snipe, and then gray docks in the other river tries to snipe, and then they just try not to die.
Yeah, just like
it's a nice spot for Max. It's like we were talking about the super pocket.
Uh-huh.
Like he's in a very nice spot to. Well, actually, yeah, he shouldn't have to wall if gray walls correctly, so he can just get way ahead. It's a nice spot for him. And then Vinch is obviously kind of the opposite side for Russia.
Yeah.
Really nice Civ and Huns.
Yeah, so we do have Ribbon Stock on point as mines. Pocket per him is going to be Max. And Max should be super safe. Valis has also got Magyars. Nice to have a Paladin Civ as an option. And then Balessa is Ethiopians. I'm not seeing any kind of movement from the Eagles and where they are.
Cool.
The Eagle's actually on the left-hand side for good game.
Yeah, for some reason he's scouting at the middle of the map, which I think is kind of strange. Well, Valessa's come forward, and I think he'll nag a sheep here. Maybe not. Oh, he got it. And he's taking it.
And he almost looked like he was going to send it home there.
And no, he wants the money.
Not at this
national
level.
pride.
Yeah. You can see good game. Has got Aztecs on flank.
He's sending a Villa out to go dock, it looks like.
Going to be that 3v1 situation. It's all going to be just about sniping fish. And you are likely just going to... You are going to die in there. It's just a matter of how much can you take before you do go down to the damn hell. You get Vention in pocket. Dark there as well. Also pocket. And then Repart on the flank as Kimar, and he's docking already.
Quick dock. 5 on wood. It's just like kind of a normal build. You see Rubenstock going to dock as well. Russian team's docks are all up now. And then we have Valis just walking out for his.
Nothing from Max yet.
The Max got the wood upgrade. And you see like this boar lures have been a little painful.
Yeah. It's that straggler has just fucked things up.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't delete it. But I guess he wants to keep it. It sometimes helps with your builds when you throw all those builds on wood after you click up the feudal age.
Yeah, it's nice to have that 100 wood just there. But he does have more stragglers, so...
He's sending 2 out to do the dock, okay. Or maybe not.
Ripard lost his Vil in the dock. Because he does have Max and
the 2
Ribbonstock
scouts
there.
for on point there. Yeah. That's good by Finland.
And that's part of, like... If you do send 2 Vils out, it's very hard to take that engagement. You probably could make an argument for Ripard doing it because he's so close to the river.
Exactly. But Finland were just on point. Good communication, good scout locations. And they've got Ripard doing Loom, which means he's going to be up later, and he's obviously down a Vil. So big advantage already. This is a timing thing if you're trying to defend your team's water. And if Ruben stocks up faster, get some galleys through. Like, does Dark have to make fire galleys? Does Vinch have to make water? Like, makes your whole team's job a little harder.
Yeah. Bazzy's wondering if it's direct placement. Actually, the TC positions can change. So you see the L shape that the teams are in. This can spawn differently depending on. So you don't technically know what you're going to get. And when you're selecting team colors, you could spawn on either side of the map as well. So you don't know which flank you're going to be up against when you're in the lobby, which is nice. There's a lot of
a little variety here. Oh, and Rubenstock, you might lose a Vil as well. Both scouts from Russia. The double team, and it's gonna go down.
Why is it not walled in?
Yeah, just careless. I think once they saw that Ripardsville was down, they're like, "Oh, we should be fine." But the scouts from both pockets came over. Really good by Russia.
Super sloppy, super sloppy. See, nearly everyone else got their Vel walled in. Vinch is not.
Yeah.
What happened to Valis? Did he send his villager back?
He might have made a dock where there's no shorefish. Which is, it can happen from time to time.
I guess, yeah.
You just want to throw the dock down, and then when it's on the shallows, there aren't shorefish, so you want to be careful. check the timings here. So Ruben clicked up a little faster, actually. He's 19 vills. So like what I was saying, like this guy wants to snipe the fish from the other river and then not die. And his map, if he towers the front gold, should be really defensible. Like the back wood line is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Some scout fights here.
Just chipping away in each other. Ruben likely going to wait for feudal age, going to get a nice little buff when he gets to feudal.
And then Valessa is going for men-at-arms on the right side with the Ethiopians. Really, I've done this a couple times with the Ethiopians. I really like it on this map, if you can pull it off.
It's going to be a tough order for a good game as well. Going up against Valessa. Arguably one of the best, most safe players, like most consistent players in the world. And there's definitely a bit of a skill gap there, and good games trying to get the walls down now. And
Villager is in danger.
Yeah.
The scout is on low HP. And he's not clicking the men-at-arm upgrade yet, so maybe he wants to get his economy rolling. He made a fire ship as well. Good game's gone for 2 galleys, and hopefully for him he just snipes the fish and sends them up the river. Just a men-at-arm upgrade for Valessa.
Yeah, he does take the scout in the meantime. 2 galleys are out. A bit nice with fast sticks, of course, because you make the military so fast. And Valessa's just waiting for men-at-arms.
Only 2 fish for Valles and no defense, no fire ship, nothing in the queue right now, so...
Locke and no stable. This build is scuffed.
Oh, he snuck a stable. He snuck it. Look in
oh my god,
purple and yellow. I was like, this isn't right. Something Valles is doing something.
How did that get back there?
I was curious why he didn't have that many fish, and he just like something with his economy is weird. And you see all the walls. It's like, okay, there's no stable. Where's the stable? This is gonna be nasty. Oof. Oof. How long does he wait? That's the question.
Magyars. It's a good question, but you are gonna have really nice surprise factor.
See, good game is already in a little bit of trouble here. An archer's gotten through. He's had to make up barracks and archery range on his TC.
And a house.
He's abandoning the wood line. And then I think he's making a mistake of fighting Valessa on water. He should have just gone up the river and tried to snipe as many fish as he could.
Yeah.
Oh, Valessa under eating the TC. Oh, got a sloppy. Men-at-arm down.
Okay, the scouts are out. And there's 5 Magyar scouts.
We're going right to Vinch's wood line.
And that could be...
That's gonna be... Oh, he's fighting it.
Oh no, Magyar scouts.
He kind of got the wall off with the scouts here too. It's nice. It's 2 down. And then...
3.
Still abandoned.
We'll be back for that one later.
Barracks. Now Vinch went water, actually. So he is in a lot of trouble against this unless he quick walls, and he's done a good job.
Yeah, Rivenstock has got good numbers. He's up to 5 galleys already. There is a fire out from Dark.
And then Ripard has gone double ranges here with stone walls. So that explains the Khmer pick. So he's actually doing a little damage to Rubenstock on the berries, but he's gonna get all the vills away.
See what Valles does with his
up the castle age, a lot of fish, and the Burgundians player is very far ahead. He's gonna have knights very quickly. 2 stables.
Did you see Gilnets come in?
Can't check it on the dashboard. Dang it.
It didn't. My guess is no. It's so nice and cheap with Burgundians, and of course you can get it. An age before.
Nice. Let me check the regular game.
Dark getting to clear up on Valles now. Scouts came over. Good game's going to be on 2 archers now. Of course that range is just terrible. He's now sending the villagers over to get the walls up. I do like that. And Valles only got a couple archers at home. And it looks like Finch now got the clear up on Rivenstock on water. Rivenstock, how many... What's his KD? Oh, he actually only... he got 5 units from what I can
archers
tell.
from Ripard are going to the max, and he has not walled the shallow, which is kind of careless.
Ooh.
So there's going to be a little bit of time where he can make the max at least wall, make some quick walls here to save vills.
Yeah.
Got pushed him off of gold, but he'll lose his archers when the max gets up the castle.
I'm just trying to get round to the left-hand side, I think. But the knights will be out.
That could be annoying.
ASAP. Yep. He's at least forcing a lot of wood down. But he's He's actually trying to hit the stable. I would keep the I would still be mobile with the archers.
That's an interesting town center from the Max. It's all the wood safe, I guess.
Look at the investment from Russia on the left-hand side block. There's just so many galleys from Vinch. Even the number of fires. Yeah, it's just it's a huge investment.
They have Russia does have a slight Vil lead though, which is interesting. Like,
oh,
Valis didn't add very many fish.
Oh, Valis in Ripard.
Oh,
he's still adding more scouts. He's got double stable now as well, Locke.
I'm surprised like they didn't scout that and figure out like where are these scouts popping out from? Like Dark didn't really have any presence.
Bench is flaring it now, and there's 5 more scouts ready to go. It's gonna be dangerous if Valis gets up, and he's gonna get up soon.
But the thing of like he has a siege workshop and a monastery back there, ugh, it could be very hard to deal with. And it's basically made all the Russian walling pointless, right?
Yeah.
There's army inside their bases. All these stone walls Ripard made, everything.
You have to wall the crossing. Sorry.
Ripard did a nice job of getting up the castle age behind this aggression. He's gonna have crossbow, and he's trying to get him away so they don't get sniped off by the Max.
The scout's just eating the house. He's got 4 villagers repairing. Bench has had to make quite a few fires now as well. We are getting a +2. This is going to be +2 light cab straight off the bat once we get into Castle Age and it's researched.
The Ripard is running his whole army under the towers. Oh, can Rubenstock do a quick wall here or something? I guess he won't do it. Oh, that's a shame. I think he could have. Wait. Oh, he just got him out, but he lost a lot. Like that was. Oh, that was so careless.
Has this been the last time I seen Rubenstock play this game? It was I think he played Incas. He done the same thing. He just went tower defense.
I think this guy wants to snipe, make them overinvest in water, especially if a pocket's playing water on the safe river for Russia here in this case. And then he wants to hold this position.
Yeah.
So you can push somewhere because you want to have a safe trade line in Imperial, and you want to push their trade line. So you can't lose Gray's base. And then Ripard is losing everything to the towers.
Mm-hmm.
Ay, ay, ay.
You see, good game. Actually, on the other side's holding not too bad. He's not anywhere close to castle, of course.
Yeah, that's the problem. The less it's close.
Yeah, he's a minute and 30 away, but he's not completely dead yet.
Now the Max has kind of recognized the position. Because of the sneak, the pockets from Russia are behind. I can boom. And we have good position on the map. That means I can get towards Paladin. Now, if Finland can take the other river again, that can make it so Paladin is like a game-winning move. And at the same time, you look at Dark, he didn't wall like last crossing, so it's wide open to go in for Finland if the Max wants to go in.
That's really bad comms, I'm not gonna lie.
And then Valis is still doing damage.
Yep.
Killed another 3 vills from Dark.
Husbandry gonna be in, so he's gonna be running away, not too bad. Light cab on the way as well. It's a clutch wall from Dark, but it's gonna be under a lot of pressure.
The timing from Dark is really rough here. Like 24 minutes to Castle Age as a pocket really hurts. The Max is just getting farther and farther ahead. So I really like Finland's position, even though the score says it's close.
Mm-hmm. Ripard had 2 or 3 crossbows in the back of the base, and that's actually distracting Valis for a little bit of time.
He pulled his army back. That helps good game out a little bit.
Yeah.
Still hasn't clicked. Okay, now Vinch is trying to deal with the sneak here. But Valis has a lot of army.
Yeah, scouts probably should have been there from Dark, and it's maybe it would have made quite a bit of difference actually. It's scouts, of course, but they do have upgrades, and now he's trying to take the engagement against the light cab.
Interesting. Valis has a lot on stone, or at least a lot of stone accumulated. Not any more bills anymore. But
yeah,
400 stone in the bank is interesting. Trying to see if he's working towards something.
Max down, Max thanks.
Max.
Yeah.
Yep.
4 TCs now.
Player. And something I like that Ruben did is he made a dock in the back in the safe river just to catch up a little bit in eco.
Yeah, I think he done that the last time as well.
Yeah. The Max is in on good game as well, and then he's going to help Valessa get in on the right side if he wants with these knights.
Rubenstock trying to go for the forward dock again. See the 2 villagers there just in the middle. He's looking for an entrance. I would go closer to Dark. Maybe you'll get away with it, but there is more scouts coming over, and these 2 villagers are weak, so I don't know where he'll go for it. But he is going to try and get some fires out there, no doubt.
Good Game is scrambling again. They're crossbows, and the Max's Knights in on him.
Sensitivity Cavalier +2 on the way as well. Not really seeing any help from Vinch at the moment on this side either.
Yeah, he's still working on Valis' army.
Yeah. And Good Game's just being left out to dry at the moment.
Yeah. I think that's partially because of how Finland have used their armies and having the sneak in the back. Like, they have to respond to that, and then Finland's like, okay, we don't have to play on both sides anymore. We can flip sides, we can go where they're weak, and just kind of play off of that.
Oh, they're going... What? They're trying to go straight past. Or at least Max is trying to go straight past.
They recognize the Good Game is pretty dead, so if they can get in on Vinch with a decent-sized army... And Vinch, did he delete those palisades? To let the Cavalier in? That was a little odd. Like, 2 palisades wouldn't just be killed by Cavalier that fast. Maybe Valis killed him at some point. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure that was closed.
Oh dear.
The Cavalier in now, indeed. TC's coming up from Repard. TC's coming up from Dark.
And then the Rubin stock is completely fine. He made those docks. You see, Repard is Dark is fishing right by Rubin's 3 docks there.
Special traps are coming out and everything.
Oh, those aren't going to be long for this world, unfortunately.
And Repard's the one flaring it. And everything. It's a little bit sloppy, honestly.
You just see the Vil count, the difference is increasing because Finland has started adding more TCs behind here. And then the Max kind of somewhat walled himself off from Valis. Like, they haven't done a team wall, which is interesting. Because they don't have map control their river that much. And now all the pockets are overreacting from Russia and try and clean this little docking by Rubenstock.
Yeah. And honestly, if he just gets fire ship, then he should be alright.
Could be a little damage on Valessa here. There's some light cav from Dark coming over, and there's some exposed eco.
Okay.
The gold here.
The gold's exposed, yep.
Is he gonna run it? He's recognized by there.
Good Game. Having to do quite a bit of running around with his wood at the moment. He does have a mangonel out. Dark's finding some damage. Demo's out for Rivenstock. Looking for the galleys, not gonna get it. It's just got 3 demos queued up now. It's so close, like the river's so thin. There is a chance you're just gonna be able to pop out and just smash them. Army numbers starting to grow for Russia.
But then Repard's losing some crossbow in the back to Cavalier, and then the Max is just about to click up, it looks like.
Yeah.
Very close, and he has a castle or 2 in the bank. So let's see if he puts them in the middle of the map.
Dude, even have a market up, and he's trickling in trade already.
Huh, nice.
And you can see we got a pause. But Max is even thinking forward castle next to Rivenstock, which is just going to help defend that position.
Yep. You defend that position, then you push, so Russia's trade route doesn't really happen. While at the same time, Valessa just holds that side.
Which you're probably very confident in Valessa being able to do.
Exactly. And he's pretty close to getting up here too as well.
Yes.
There we go. Just a quick pause. Not too many issues. We can see the pockets from Russia. Not really anywhere close, especially Dark.
Looks like Rubenstock might clean the river here now. 2 fires popped out.
Yeah.
And then the Max stonewalling the crossing across the river. It's a nice touch. So it's kind of a get the pockets ahead game early on. And then in this middle part of the game, you see where you can do damage, and then you start figuring out the late game. Like, how do you control the map? How do you control the middle of the map, the sides? Can you make walls in certain spots? Like, it turns into Black Forest a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool aspect of this map after the early game. And Caravan also for the Max. So he is preparing the trade quickly.
I know, minute 30. It's not something you see a lot of, actually.
Not really, unless it's Team Acropolis, you're running out of gold.
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting.
The Vil picks from Repard on Rubenstock here, but the Max is coming with the castle and a couple Cavaliers. And then all the fish from Russia are going to die here to these fire ships. Looks like.
Yeah. Only
Vinch has to make fire ships.
He is upgraded to fire ship, but it's just resources. You want to be spending elsewhere.
If Russia stays open in that crossing, then they're gonna die to Paladin from the max. That's the problem. Like they need to have a lot of Berber camels. He needs to get up really quickly. He's not even close to getting out. So nope. It's a difficult situation.
Finch is getting closer. He's on 5 TCs himself now. Maxo, minute and 30 away. Siege Workshop also coming.
Valessa up as well. And he's got a good force crossbow. He didn't throw that many away, which is always nice to see. If someone gets up with Arbalest that they didn't burn too many crossbows. Maybe a good number. Another forward siege workshop here from the max.
Yeah. Getting Burgundian vineyards already as well.
Guy.
And there's another forward castle, and that's going to be a problem for Ripard.
Is this from Mangonel that are deny rewalling, or is it the cut? Like when if he wants to like Onager and Paladin like at the same time. Oh, we got Khmer here with the Ballista Elephants.
Yeah.
So, the master plan is figured out. They were gonna cut through. But now they want to cut and let the max in.
Ripard was super close to letting max in there.
You almost did it. That was hilarious.
Like, oh my god, what are you doing, bro? Valesh just knocking on the door, good game, and only a minute away now. Ethiopian Arbs, soon to be forward castle coming as well. Max also this side. Valis got stables in the middle, so he's preparing to push there. Big demo from Rubenstock. Have you seen him?
And then a nice forward castle from Valessa, with a little bit of support from the max too. So good game position there is precarious. He's got to move a lot of eco soon. You see Finland pushing all 3 parts of the map here. All like Valis getting the middle with the stables and the castle, Valessa getting the right with the castle and the Arbalest, and then Max getting the left side with the Paladin soon and the castle. So they just controlled all the middle of the map in one fell swoop. Really nice.
Dark, it does have some camels and Rubenstock, but kind of feels like
it's out of position a little bit.
Yeah. Resistance is a bit futile as it looks. Paladin on the way. Takes some time, of course, but let's see. Good game just has no army. Doesn't even have crossbow. He's done a full migration.
He's been scrambling the whole game. That's how tough. It's tough to play this position. Like what Rubenstock did with the tower defense is like you just have to survive. Like you're out of the game basically.
It looks like his people are running to Helm's Deep.
Yeah, right. Got a wall for me. Wall for me.
There's just so many bells just trying to get out of there. So you can see that pretty much.
No, the castle's down and the paladins are not quite it. Easy. Getting close though.
The ballistas are working away on the trebs.
Beefy boys. Can the max cut the tree here? Go. Go.
No.
No. I think it was open. It's open.
It's open, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There it is.
This is the risk of ballista defense hitting your wood line by accident.
Misclick and let all the paladins in.
Yeah.
Vala's up the center as well. Russia didn't get that crossing wall like we've been talking about since feudal age. Now they're finally walling it. But there's Cavalier getting in and a little dicey.
Fully upgraded Cavalier, soon to be Paladin.
Yeah, this is looking soon to over. A little damage, but in Dark is like killing Rubenstock, and it's like, well, what's Rubenstock doing in this game, man? Like he's not killing you right now.
No, it's not
you don't
really.
Need to kill him.
It's not really a factor, is he?
Yeah, and then he's never gonna get up to him because Valis is all over him. The discipline of the Finland team to start to trade and everything. It's nice to see. A couple demos from Russia? No? Oh, no, fire ships.
Know your place.
Demos would be fun.
Worm.
One on the Arbalest would be nice.
And Val was trying to take care of that castle, which is Cavalier in the meantime.
Yeah, it's like when I first played Joan of Arc as a kid, I tried to kill all the castles with just knights in Joan of Arc. That's what I feel right now. Look at Valis sneaking more stables in the back of the Russian bases. What a madman. Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
I've got no idea.
I wonder if he got a Vil through. I have to check the Odyssey of this Vil. Did it stay back there from when he made the original stables, or did he run another one back? I hope it's another one.
And there's a paladin.
Yeah.
And then the Paladin even coming in from the crossing now as well. Finch is trying to react to it. He's got Paladin on the way. Heavy demo on the way from him as well.
Good bada booms here.
But it's not looking great.
I wonder if Velez got heated shot for his castle full of arbalests. Seems like a good idea. The Ethiopians get heated shot. That's my next question. Well, the Max is taking Onager as well just to open things up a little more.
Yep, and Elite Costelier does have 2 castles now.
Nice to mix those guys in. And then Valis just ripping through the center with the Paladin. Just a 3 front push and then a sneak in the back, and then we have the GG.
Yep.
Nice from Finland.
Very clean from Finland.
Yeah, there was no point where you felt like they were under a lot of pressure or a lot of danger.
Oh, like there wasn't like a moment where like Russia were putting them under the pressure, but there also wasn't a moment where I was thinking like, oh, Finland are making like an obvious mistake or like clear mistakes out like under their own accord as well.
Yeah, that's what I'll say about Finland is from watching them play in like BOA and Return of the Clans and however many tournaments they played together, is they almost never throw army. Like they're very patient and very macro oriented, and they want to fight on their terms almost all the time. They don't want to play overly aggressive. They always want to play comfortably and play with good team structure. So you see like everything step by step in this game. We want to control our river for a little bit, and then we want to control their river. Now we want to control the middle of the map. And then we just want to make our good pushes, strong units, and get our trade set up in the bag. It's just a really good team game.
Minute 5, that villager was sent with the sneak.
That's awesome.
To see if she was still left there, because they had the 2 stables, of course, and I thought Finch honestly got to clear up. But maybe he never did clear up that Vil.
I assume once he killed the stables, like...
Oh my god, yeah.
No, she got away, she got away.
Alice deleted it and got her away. And then he just walled around to another part of the map.
The perfect reason to pick Magyars. You never die to wolves, but I don't think there are wolves on this map anyway.
So. I know there's not.
Valis' BF experience paying off.
That's really fucking funny.
You never know.
Who knows indeed. Okay, right. Game 2.
Now we're catching up.
Catch up to live time, not missing too much. That was really good doing that Austria UK Team Islands. Cause
yeah.
I
was watching the speed up.
Yeah, I was on like a fast forward for like an hour and 10 minutes or something of in-game time before I actually caught up. Like, oh my god.
It's like, oh, is the game going to end before I catch up? It's like, no.
No.
You are not going to catch up.
Not at all. So we've got Warrior in now for Russia. Good game is subbed out. Portuguese on flank for him. Dark going to be his pocket with Mongols. Mongols, one of the more slower civs, of course, but Portuguese should be able to get some work done in Castle Age.
Makes me sad, though, from Warrior. It was like... I like to do berries first with this build, so I go 6 on sheep and then I go 4 on berries. But he did the lumber camp first. It always makes me sad because I think you can use the berry bonus for a little longer and not have to take any stragglers.
Yeah,
if you don't want to. But it's up to him. It's his build. I'm not gonna critique. I'm not playing in the Gold League or in the main event.
Well, let's see what you can do with it. Other side for Russia, Repard with Cumans. Should be going straight up to Feudal Age. Super fast to get that second TC. We'll be looking for that uptime around that 16-minute mark of the Castle Age. Let's see if that's what Repard will do. And then we got Bengalis and flying from Vinch. Typically a little bit of a slower civ. But should have some support from Cumans pretty early on in Castle Age, right?
I don't see anything. Mitch is adding a farm. And kind of a house that ruins a farm.
And then other side for Finland, Velez on flank with Turks. Against such a clean player is probably a great set for him to have on flank. And then pocket for him is going to be a Valis with Teutons.
Strong civ. And the Max with the poles. I'm excited to see what the Max has in store with this.
Oh my god.
Weirdo civilization. Although I wish, I'm trying to, I played Poles a couple days ago, and I got really mad at myself for like not having the best folwark setup. So every house I see that's kind of in the middle of the base makes me sad for the future. because I think if you put them against the walls, it kind of gives the walls a little backing, but it also helps you set up your bulwarks.
I mean, there's the argument with poles that your first houses should always be right next to the TC, right?
Yeah, if you want to. It's fun to do, too. Because you're so ingrained after so many years of playing, I gotta make them a little farther from the TC for farms. And now you can just pop them right where you want to.
Which is funny. It's just automatic habit of everyone doing it. I actually don't see as many players doing it as you would expect.
We're getting a bench rush on the left side.
Yep, everyone's up to feudal already for Russia. Everyone.
Makes sense with humans and Mongols. Mongols get up fast too.
Yep. And the other player we just didn't touch on, Ribbonstock on flank as Slavs in the grey, which is it's not something you're going to see every game. Especially at this level in a major international tournament. It's more something you're going to be seeing in a lobby game or a random civ enabled.
So this is kind of unfortunate for Vinch. Like, you always want to trush the long side of the walls, but since he's trushing the long side of the walls, all of Valessa's resources are, like, super far away from the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if he trushed the short side, he'd actually kind of close to the stone.
Same thing if you went to pocket as well.
We played against Switzerland in this, and I did a Vinch rush with Ethiopians, and I had the same thing. I got in, I was like, I saw nothing, and I was like, oops, you gotta be kidding me. I was so mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
But range on the way, that is what the Vinch rush means. Valesse, sorry, just going for the palisade behind, which does delay a little bit longer. Is it on the right?
Yeah, the Turks, you just want to delay.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the Janissaries no matter what. So you sure you're fine here. You just delay. He doesn't do that much damage. You make a defensive tower if you really need to. Palisade. And he didn't get loom anyway, so he doesn't want to throw down any more palisades.
But not like a massive overreaction from Valesse, just the right amount. He's got 3 villagers walling. He's gonna have another line.
I think it's better to have 4 villagers hit the wall and the scout not hit the wall. But...
Dark over
here. He's gonna have
the
tower, I think, because of Finch is already on stone and he's got the range with a couple archers already going.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is the guy who kind of made this meta famous. But it's a good defense from Valessa. Like you see, like his buildings are set up so his stone is inaccessible, and then Vinch will have to push through a side where there are no resources to hit right away. So there's the defensive tower getting ready.
Yep. Market Blacksmith left hand side will kind of like stop that area, which where the stone is super important for Valesse. Pockets are up on the north side, Dark on the way, Max on the way. Also, Ribbonstock's only just got to feudal age, and Warrior's a minute and 10 seconds away from castle. Yeah,
but you see, if I were Russia, I might think about sending all my scouts over to the right and get a good forward castle on Ribbonstock.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what they want to do
as well. Dark's gonna go for a holy boom here.
Yep. The Mongols, you gotta try and get past the slowness of the civ. Get a good spot. So Vince kind of slowed down over here. You can't make another tower. Bless is gonna stall this out. He's gonna get a tower or a castle up, and he's gonna have Janissaries. It was an easy map to defend. He did a good job.
Yeah, that is part of the problem with the Trush, right? You're kind of really hoping you're gonna get a good map to be going up against.
Exactly. But the other thing for Vinch too is like it's his build, but like trushing at like 20 vills like that at 940, I think you can go a little faster with some civs. And that actually makes it a little tougher to defend. Oh, but he's actually going to give up his tower. I think it's fine. It kind of makes the farms a little under pressure, but you shouldn't get past that much. Before the castle's up, you can just buy it.
Castle coming up from Warrior as well now.
Yeah, it's a forward castle right on top of the gold. Oh man,
which is going to be
that
problematic.
Is tricky. So I think you have to do. Ribbonstock will do Fast Imperial. Looks like his resources are set up that way. So castle. Go Fast Imperial behind this.
Yeah, stonewalling a little bit just in case. TCs down from Valis, or 1 TC, 2 TCs coming down from the Max. We're on that minute 16 as Hard about to click up, and he is. So it's he knows what he's doing with humans. It's actually just bang on 16 minutes.
That's pretty good. I think he went up the castle or feudal age a little later too. Avenge. The castle's getting up from Valessa. And Valis made a couple extra scouts too.
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
So they want to get some good map control in the mid game, I think, whether it's for relics or just for position. The only problem with going scouts is like Humans is already kind of in a good spot. He's already online. Like, if your boom is slower, that could maybe hurt you in the long run. I'm not sure.
And Vinchester's even got 2 bells coming backwards into Ripard's base. Is he going to mine stone there, or what's he doing with these bells?
That's a good question. I don't know what he's doing.
Huh? He's got stone at home, and it's
stone's at the front of his base. He might stonewall behind, like, it's safely in his base, and then take the stone. Maybe it's just an accident. I don't know.
think it is an accident, because
Ripard just accident.
Yeah, he flared him. He's like, bro, what is going on?
So I would try to see, if I were Russia, I would try to get and kill Rubenstock before he gets to, when he gets to Imperial, before he gets to Imperial. You can just wipe him off. And then you play 3 against 4.
So the play for Rubenstock...
You can also control...
He's just trying to get to Trebs, right? Monk and Trebs?
Exactly, Monk and Trebs. Oh, just one organ gun. Like, does he not see the gold warrior? He doesn't see the gold. Oh no! So you see, like, if he just put the organ gun right out of the reach of the castle, he could have Rubenstock not take any gold, except for the back of his base. But he doesn't see it. Now he sees it. Oh man, that's rough. That is unfortunate. There's one organ there that denies all those bills from gathering. Oh, Humans is booming.
Yeah. That's it. Damn. Get it? Like, do you usually see Humans open military in Castle Age? But
well, I like to, especially against Turks here, because you give up so much map control to the Janissaries if you don't make army.
Yeah.
And then let's look at the Germany-Mexico game, like where Anno made a little bit of army, and then they got control with the Janissaries on running in Anatov's like part of the map, and then Kingston dropped Halbram on Anatov, and there's nothing you can do about it as Humans. So, yeah, giving a map control arena, especially with Humans, is kind of a strange choice. I think this middle part of the game is you can kind of get the whole map. You have organ guns on the right side, you could have Humans on the left side, and you kind of dictate the pace of the game, and that's where Mongols comes in, like when the game goes a little slower. But now, maybe this castle from Warrior gets trapped down by Rubenstock. The Max is going to make a defensive castle as poles, so he's not going to take any damage. And then Valis is kind of house-walling his arena here, so...
Everyone looking fine. Redemption on the way now for Rubenstock as well. Treb's going to be on the way very soon as 2.
And then she's doing crossbow to try and fight these Janissaries. Maybe he'll get a good engagement here. Oh, Valessa was AFK for a second there. Nice micro from Finch too. That was kind of sloppy. I don't love how Valessa's playing this. Starting to boom. Boom against Bengalis isn't that good, honestly, because if they get to Elephant Archer, Turks struggle with that a lot. And then this castle is in tower range, so you can just like put these crossbows in, try and snag a vill or 2 if Valessa's not paying attention.
I don't really understand that second castle, honestly.
No, it's not really taking much from his base. It's not even clearing the tower. It's maybe touching the second tower.
I think maybe it's hard to see behind the wall, right?
But he just has 1 petard here for a warrior. He was trying to get into Valis' base. He's not going to get in for the moment.
Shlagtha on the way now for Max. Staples coming down. The bulwarks are nice at the moment, but he's obviously taken up quite a bit of real estate in his base.
Yep. We were talking about at the beginning is like you've got to have a nice architecture plan for your Polish base here.
Like the houses are kind of awkward, with the barracks are as well at the front. He's getting the stables down there now as well. Like
he's not even close to clicking.
No, he's
gonna play some knights. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a lot more farms. And Ripard's now dropped in his stables. don't like the Warriors not repairing his castle despite being up damp. He's only a minute away. I guess he's going to try and go bomber cannon at home.
Not against monks, no.
He's going for a university.
Go
for your own monks.
He'll make a castle in his base and do masonry, maybe. The thing is, Ruben's army. That's why Max is making an army. So if they get into warrior, they can just wipe him out. If he's careless. But then at the same time, if Ripard helps warrior, then it should be kind of a stalemate. Unless these monks are converting machines here.
Does have the stone for a castle. It's not on the way just yet. He just pressed the time bell. Goes back.
Warrior did get in on Valith. Actually, pretty big damage.
Denying that gold. And Valith's even having to go for like defensive towers as well.
It's gonna open for humans too. Humans is gonna come in.
Oh boy. Ripard's up. 100 villagers, 10 knights, loads of stables coming down at the front.
Oh, the Max is defending. Okay. And both teams with good responses. He's gonna lose all maybe the organs if he doesn't kill the Mangano. Kill the Mangano. Big shot! Oh, they were stacked. He got a great shot with the Mangano. Killed all the organ guns. Ruben converted vills from Warrior's base, so he's making monasteries in Warrior's base.
Oh my god.
Nice. Oh, we better see a converted Praetoria. I can feel it.
Oh, excuse me. Good double castle from Dark now. He's even going for fortified wall as well, Locke. Oh my god.
So, maybe Warrior slings Dark. He can't really do anything.
He's, I mean, the monk trap push is slow, but the monks are at the end.
I don't know if I like monks in the Mongols, though. Mongols should have a good time.
Yeah.
He has a lot of monks, actually.
I think Dark needs to send these over ASAP. Looks like Ripard's actually sending Light Cav, which is nice. Cuban Light Cav as well, man. They're so nice. Fucking fast.
Yeah. The Max is right there, right in sync. See if Rubenstock's got the monk macros. It should be a pretty good trade for Rubenstock. Or not.
Yep. This could take 2, 3.
I would prefer.
Not too bad. Got 3 Praetorias up now in the back of the base. Max is over here now as well.
I would just, if I worry, I'd just sling. I'd just sling the Mongols. He can't do anything. He has no military production.
Dark trying to get to the numbers of Mangudai. He's got 12.
It's slow. We were saying.
Yep.
You know, there's regular Mangudai. No elite. He doesn't have the eco for elite. They're losing this Portuguese player pretty hard here.
Like, Warrior has res to send. I don't know why he's not sending the food and the wood. Paladin on the way now for Ripard. Oh boy. Some poles. They do fall off once we get to this Imperial. If we can get to like a massive Mangudai Paladin from Ripard.
It's gonna get tricky. He's got elite now.
Like, Vinch is also still alive. He's on the way up to Imp. But at the same time...
Elephant Archers from Vinch for sure.
Just need more Mangudai from Dark. His reinforcements aren't even coming straight to the base.
Gotta sling him. Get some bills out for Warrior. Sling him. Make 10 Praetorias.
The bells are trying to run. Nice. So you really need. You know, you need 10 bells in a dream with Portuguese.
Well, he's got 80 vills and Praetorias. So
yeah. He's making stables. What?
That's weird.
Guess he's gonna try and support with Cavalier, but
I would sling. You could sling Mongols, or you could sling Bengalis to Elephant Archers. Like,
yeah.
Halbesto from Teutons. It's a huge problem now for Russia. Is they don't have a bombard cannon. So now the Portuguese is kind of a nuke from the game. That's a big issue against Teutons.
Maybe Maybe Warrior flips over to the other side with some bells and makes some siege workshops there, but
he seems to be completely unstable.
Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it?
I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's see. I'm just waiting for a unit to pop out of the stables, basically.
Rubenstock really running out of steam now as well. Honestly, doesn't feel like
his job.
Yeah.
He's got a bottom line civ, and he's basically eliminated Portuguese.
You'd think in normal circumstances, yes, but the fact that you can just put up 4 Vitorias and have
he's doing Cavalier.
So frustrating playing Portuguese where they can just put up this building.
Yeah, for sure. It's super strong. And it's better in these low eco games, that's the thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to boom. And then you have a great pushing army in late game. Arquebus and Bomber Tower, you can do Halb, you can do Hand Cannon. It's got a lot of good options.
Mangadai numbers.
What the max is doing here. Mangadai numbers getting big, and then Ripard is ahead of the max.
Also ahead in units. Paladin needs upgrades now. Cavalier is being teched by Warrior.
This is the kind of game where Mongols can carry. Like, the position is good for Mongols here. Not really great answers to it right now. And Poles doesn't like Mongols.
No, not at all.
It's one of the civs where you're like, I'm kind of drawing dead here. I don't really have great options against this unit.
And even the numbers from Max, not all that impressive, honestly. He's only got 31 Cavalier, a minute 35.
Full Janissary from Valessa.
Yep. Siege Onager are on the way.
Saying, I don't love the boom game. Maybe you do Janny Siege Onager, but against Elite Elephant Archer with Janissary, it feels not that great. So tanky.
Okay, Rivenstock going with the monks. Oh. He gets 6 conversions, but Darks get 20 more in the queue anyway, and the monks go down.
I'm really curious about this Portuguese Cavalier. I think, like we were saying, he puts siege workshops on the left side, and they have Arcus Bombard Cannon. Like, that could be really strong.
Yeah, does maybe Dark flip over to the left-hand side now? It feels like he's going to be needed there.
I think humans can play on poles here. You just need Vince. Vince needs a little more time. He's not quite settled yet with his Elephant Archer mass.
Yeah, he's only got 10. Like, they're super expensive.
So long. And he trushed too, so he didn't get to boom for a while.
Yeah. And big
shots from the onagers. Dark over, I think.
Look, Warrior's just making these Cavalier into Ruben's monks as well.
And they're getting converted. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Super weird. I don't know what he's thinking. Mangadai have to come over to the left-hand side, I think. Dark's definitely going to be the one dictating the game.
Yeah, he's coming over. Is a good massive castles. Finland starting trade. He's going to try and make some good picks on the SOs here, and then they can clean this whole army. If they can get the Paladin behind the Janissaries. Oh! Yeah. Michael. Got a couple nasty SO shots in there.
Yeah. 8+5 in the castles as well, about to happen. From Valis.
I want to see Bombard Tower with artillery from Valessa. I love my Turks. Just get a nice push going. Don't overextend. Keep your mass, but he's losing a lot of mass here to the range units. Because the Janissaries don't fire that fast.
Yeah,
the score looks good.
Did go for elite as well. Kind of interesting he didn't make the CA switch with the economy that he had. Maybe worried about Ellie Archer anyway, but lots of units going down.
I'm not sure which is better. The issue, long term, they're going to lose Warrior's base, and Finland already started trade. So that's the thing with Finland is they're so disciplined. Like, okay, we're going to late game. Let's get our trade started. We're not going to use all our gold up before we get these carts moving. And then you might run out of gold, and they're still pumping out gold units, and you're like, I think we lost.
This Cavalier choice is super weird. I can't really quite get my head around that.
He's making pikemen now.
Yeah.
Seems like a waste of Portuguese. I think Hustler. Well, they have no Hustler. Like having good. I think just slinging Mongols would be better. Get him on a huge number of Mangadai.
Yeah, and Dark's just trying to chip away at the Cavalier in the middle at the moment. Rubenstock even making transition to Siege Onager himself. He's like got a nice little eco rolling now.
Yeah. They just need to play Halba, so. And then I still don't know what the Max plays. I guess he walls what he's doing, so they're getting good map control. Then he's got to, I don't know, make the Mongols have to fight in a bunch of spots, maybe.
Which
I think a lot of elephant archers died recently.
Oh my god!
I see a lot of carcasses
melting into the ground.
You see the comp is really nice.
Warriors adding 2 additional TCs.
He lost the Victoria. Oh, maybe he had. Oh wait, he's got the monks there. Come on, convert him. Oh, he's gonna die.
There's going to be a good chance for that.
Oh.
They know they're there, so
yeah. Little trade raid from the Mangadai.
Yeah, they're taking down some carts, some Flying Thessar coming over from Max. I don't know if he got the unique tech yet. I guess if you can get close with the Flying Thessar and the Mangadai, it's probably not terrible.
Oh, he's shooting a stone wall with the Mangadai, and they're all dying.
I know.
Oh man, what a misclick. That's sad.
And like the right-hand side, he's also got the Mangadai just chipping away on the barracks.
It feels like the game, like he's got so many Mangadai in so many different spots. It's really hard to play. Oh, the lessons was, a couple of Janissaries castles though.
Skirm's banged it for Winchester now as well.
Vince just never has gotten the eco he needs, Bengali.
Only 78 villagers now, especially with the raid in, and you can see bomber towers from Valles after getting the cut in, and he's just gone straight into Finch's base, and kind of feels there's not going to be too much they can do.
That is a nice cut.
That's a really nice cut.
Yeah, that's a place. That's what they can do with the Max, honestly. Just cut into the bases and then just have them kill eco while they push in the middle with the other armies. Because you can hold Mongols at least a little bit with Halb and SO, and then just use the Max and where he can use his mobility to make damage. Finch is out of like any elephant. Oh, there's a big Mangadai shot on the right side. They ran right into an SO shot from Rubenstock. Blah.
Yeah, like 13 of them dead.
And then also on the left side, oh, Valles with good shots. Oh, this is why you want to have Halb SO in late game.
Yeah.
It's just much easier to play Halb SO than it is to like dance around with all these Mangadai and Hussar and everything.
It's kind of sad for Dark. He's got this big massive Mangadai. He's not really achieving too much with it.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I really like Mongols in Arena, but then I usually think it's too slow, and Halb SO gives a lot of trouble if you have to fight where they want to fight. If you can move around and dictate fights and you have good map control for your team, then they're really good. But like where Finland is kind of pushing on both sides here, and they have good armies to slow down Mongols, it really feels like it's lacking, especially if he doesn't have SO of his own. Vinch is just getting destroyed by the lesson. So the bomber towers are coming,
8+5
and everything.
Mark is getting deleted. Kind of looks shaky in some stages for Finland, like in this, like maybe early amp, you're like, Russia maybe have a chance here, but then Finland are just on everything.
There's never a good answer for Teutons. That was the issue. Yeah. Because they just have the one flank with bomber cannon. They don't have any pockets with bomber cannon. So this Halb SO was always going to be super difficult to deal with, and they never quite figured out a good answer. And then Ruben just kind of played 1v1 with Portuguese, and it was an even trade, which is like that's what you want to ask for with Slavs.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Like a bottom line civ against one of the top arena civs, so it's completely winning for them. And it's just a spot where Mongols is killing lots of stuff. Like the Mangadai look pretty, but they can't push anywhere. This happens when you run into too many SOs sometimes.
And, oh my god, Velez is even. He's even garrisoning the Janissaries and the Bomber Towers.
Oh, wonderful. I asked this question in the Discord the other day. It's like, if I garrison my Janissaries and Bomber Towers, they fire extra cannonballs.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, excellent. Incredible. When Teutons play Halberso instead of Paladin, they're good. Right? We've said it before.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see how many teams have been opening Paladin. And, like, certain matchups, it's just clear to be, like, ahead of the game.
Well, it's like Bengalis and Cumans both struggle with Halberso. They don't have good answers. They're SO or no siege engineers, and then Bengalis, obviously.
Oh.
You don't want to play monks and ends.
GG on.
Rapard will play on.
2-0. Pard's playing on for the meantime. Yeah, like I said, he's a maverick. He can be a bit of a troll at times.
I see nothing in the queue, so maybe he just went to the bathroom.
Yeah, potentially. Let's look at the 8 p.m.
Yeah, I just don't see...
Yeah, he's not in the game.
Like, enough planning from Russia to beat Finland. Like, they had moments in this game where it's like, oh, that kind of looks good. Like, they're getting damage on the pockets a little bit. They're getting Navalis. But then Finland has a good response, and then they create their pushes. They have good macro. They get the trade rolling. They get the walls up. Like, all the fine details to secure the late game. Like, Finland's been doing it for years, so they just look better at it. And you kind of see the structure of their map. They're kind of just all pushing together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Rapard had he had a decent timing for Paladin, but he just running straight into Teuton helps.
Exactly. Yeah, KD's tough.
Yeah, this KD it's pretty savage to look at, to be honest.
Yeah, well, we were saying maybe their best shot, like Arquebus BBC on the left side to help out with the SO.
Just a stable edition.
And also
a stable edition.
Yeah,
just super weird.
It is.
It's like a nice throwback. Okay, game 3, best of 5. 3 match points for Finland, technically. As we go to the second home map of Russia, and we're going to migration now. And it looks like pretty decent civs around for both teams, right?
So I'm seeing a dock first from Dark and a dock first from Warrior.
Insta-dock.
Insta-docks.
Insta-docks. So we've been seeing dog before Lumber. Have the dogs been this early?
Yes.
It's been that early, right? Okay.
So it's just about having enough wood in the bank to get this second house and a fishing ship. And then it's like a third house, and then you need to get a lumber camp. So it's all about managing your wood with these stragglers and making that part of the build while also taking food.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people have kind of figured out. The other thing that helps too is kind of have a fishing ship close, but it doesn't look too great for Russia at this point.
Doesn't look fantastic. You of course have the villager on the shorefish as well, which is also nice.
Yep.
Sure. Getting that fast income.
And then let's see the pockets.
No mill yet from Max, he's just pushing deer.
Yep. So it's just a standardish kind of build.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we get Max and Valis.
Maybe we'll just play him standard.
Yeah, it kind of looks
okay too.
Kind of looks like it with Gajaras. We've not seen it. We've seen it a couple of times, but we've seen some people actually garrison the sheep. Valis has got Byzantines in pocket. Likely going to be the fast imp kind of play with them. And then
obviously we'll look for the number of docks he puts down. If it's 3 docks, it kind of shows fast imp. If it's just 2, maybe they play Castle Age.
Okay.
But I'm excited to see how Finland responds, because it's going to be double fast builds from Russia. At least that's what it's looking like.
And Incas and Vikings, respectively, for the Finns on either side. So, pretty good flanks. But they are going to be... They should be feeling some early pressure here. Persons with the extra resources is just super nice, actually, for these fast builds. And Italians, of course, for the cheaper up.
And then Velez's fish are going to be right in the line of fire as Dark comes through here. He's made his dock basically right in the middle of the crossing, which is like how you want to see them run through, but then your fish are going to be really exposed. Whereas Rubenstock made his a little farther back, so Warrior might sneak through and miss his fish and go straight to the maxes. I think Rubenstock will go up pretty fast, honestly. He only did 3 on wood, and also he sent 2 vills to shorefish, so he's gonna try and match this at a decent timing. On Valesa's side, 4 on wood, so it'll be kind of fast. Lower camp coming up from dark, as well as for warriors, so that means they're gonna be clicking up soon. So basically, your goal at this point, I think, with this build is let's get 100 wood in the bank, throw down that lumber camp, everybody get on food ASAP. So see, Dark has already got the food in the bank.
Yeah, warriors get everyone in food as well, pretty much. He's taking loom, but he'll be up, no problem.
Now there's the...
There you go. That's a fast meta. Nearly sub 8 minutes. Nearly. Looks like it will be for... I think it's just around that 8-minute mark. So they're fast indeed.
Yeah, like 8:03 for Dark. I'm just curious that he got loom.
They both got loom, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, if you can save that extra 50 wood, or gold, sorry, early on, it's actually, it's a whole galley.
Dark, and he's going for the mining camp, interestingly, as well.
I guess it's because he got the loom early. Whereas Warrior hasn't gone on gold yet.
Yeah, not on gold yet.
He didn't get loom. He didn't get loom, that's why.
I think he did start it, but I think he must have got rid of it once he saw.
It's 15 seconds idle.
Yeah. Second dock coming up from him. Second dock on the way from Dark as well. We can see there is a bit of a time window. Here's essentially going to be like a ship ahead, but then you have to factor in the time it takes to travel there.
It's kind of far.
It's not exactly close. Essentially, you just don't want your flanks to die.
Things your flanks should be okay after the initial kind of run through, because they have docks making ships a little while longer, but their economy's worse. So
yeah,
if the fish from the flank stay safe, they should be okay to get fletching a little faster, I think, and then you could have a little advantage. But if their fish die, like, I don't know if the flanks have that much of an advantage over the really fast flanks. They just have more. They had more villagers gathering for a little while longer.
Yeah,
it's an interesting trade-off. Like, doing double fast builds is interesting.
See Rubenstock onto Bitax as well. Coalesce onto Bitax.
And Incas is a solid water sim. It's got some nice bonuses as far as the house and the llama. Having an extra sheep here there can really help. Okay, so Dark is kind of hugging the shoreline of Valesa. So he's not trying to sneak through. Maybe he'll snipe these fish here. Third dock from Valesa. And there's one fish down for sure. And then on the other side, Ruben has matched. So basically Ruben and Warrior, like, he didn't run anything through.
No, he just went straight into them. He wasn't trying to hug like the middle land or anything, just ran straight into it all.
Valesa is doing a good job of tracking these two. He lost 2 fish, but no real advantage for the Russians from the fast builds here so far.
Not really.
2 fish from Valesa. He's not going to get any pocket fish.
No, he's trying to get away, but I think it's not.
Finland's, let's see, and the max has gone for 3 docks. Valis is just adding his 3rd now. And I don't think he'll snipe a fish here. So I think it's winning for Finland so far.
14 fish.
They have 2 guys with double bit axe in the flanks.
Max is garrisoned 6 sheep as well.
Wow. All the bonuses for Max.
This is guess you're just relying on fish and you're good to go.
Well, he used the bonus. Oh, he's kind of blocking the galley here. Very nice. So. No, wait. Is he gonna put in the dock? Put in the dock. Put in the dock. Oh, I didn't need to.
Galley goes down. Never gonna have triple Viking dock from Valese. Cheaper galleys as well, of course. It's looking pretty damn
Ricard
nice.
is on land with a stable. Vinch is just transporting over. You see Vinch on stone, heavy, so going for the castle.
So we're gonna have both the pockets play land for Russia then.
And then it looks like Valis will just play fast fire.
Huh.
Oh, Dark is in a bit of trouble now. Like, Valesa got a good jump on him, and he's clearing up these galleys. So there's some risks to the fast up play. If you lose too many galleys, then you have worse economy and you have fewer galleys. And
Yeah.
A lot of times, the pockets can just add the fish back. That's the honest truth. Is like you can only get through those 2 galleys, and then they can just add 2 more, and maybe the ones you killed like it didn't amount to anything, and you're just a little worse off than the flank is. So it's a risk for sure. And Max is on land. He's got the camel scout. He's got a stable up. Both pockets from Russia obviously on. And Vinch will do a castle and a ram by.
Both the scouts there as well, noticing it. It's quite nice.
But the camel scout is nice for defense here.
Yeah. So of course,
I think it could be a little tricky on land for Finland because of the ram by play. Like them just having camels or just having light calves with a massive ram by could be kind of tricky. But I like their situation on water, especially once the fast hit comes in. If they decide to play it that way.
See if we see any slang from Castle Age players, those Beetle Age players, to try and get them up.
I don't think I'd want to do it as Russia. I just kind of cut my losses on water. And maybe Valis overinvests, and then you have him a little slower to the land. But it looks like Dark already lost on water. And then Warrior is just kind of a stalemate. I think he's a little behind. I think he'll lose on water, though, because he doesn't have fletching yet.
Trying to rush up this blacksmith on the shoreline. He's got loads of villagers collecting the shorefish as well, his ducks. So maybe he'll get up. Not too shabby, actually. We'll see. He's not going to have... He is losing numbers, which is slightly concerning.
Alright, so Vinch has a castle ready to go. Just see where he puts it. This is a good galley migra from Ruben, it looks like. Trying to get the fish here. Got a fish here. Oh, no loom for Warrior still, so he's lost
oh, boy.
3 vills on the shoreline. Maybe a 4th here. A 4th vill. Oh!
Oh, boy. Yikes.
And then Vinch's castle kind of in the middle of the map here. And Valis has landed as well.
Yeah. Going straight to the TC with Byzantine, so... Yeah, it's playing Castle Age.
I don't see a fast imp from Valis here. I think, seeing how much they've already won on water, like, they don't want to overinvest here. They want to make sure they don't die on land, because they saw 2 on land. The Shravamshas from the Max makes a lot of sense.
Gonna be annoying to deal with. That camel scout's up to a camel rider now. Let's have another one mixed in too. There's 5 spears out from Ripard.
Warrior's almost clicking up. He's got resources to do it, but I think he's missing the 2nd building. Yeah, he's missing a market.
Yeah.
And Vinch will add 2 TCs, okay.
The Ripard is pushing back with the fire chips on the left-hand side. He is chipping in a little bit there. And now Valis sees that, and he's still going for War Galley as well.
I think Valessa forgot to click fletching by accident.
Yeah, he's got the blacksmith.
He has the blacksmith, but he didn't click it. He must have forgotten it by accident. He has all the res to do it as well.
Getting some nice demos though. Fire's coming over from Valis. Middle. Okay. This is relatively chill for the meantime. Just some spearmen running around. I think
Finland have adapted pretty well. Like, if their plan was initially fast fire, then to go off and go castle makes sense. The water is going pretty well. The Warrior sniping some fish from Winchester, or excuse me, Grivenstock. He's back in the back there.
Gonna be down to like 6 fish here or something like that. It's nice. These 6 galleys were pretty much all in the back from Warrior that led all the way to the corner. Not ideal. Valis 2nd TC is going to be denied in the meantime. And the longbow switch is coming in for Valis.
Oh, nice.
You'll love to see it.
One of the nicest units in the game. I'm a little worried. The only thing I'm worried about for Finland is if they get another castle dropped in their face from Winchester. Like, he's kind of saving up for one, and he's going to go to massive Arambai.
Yeah, he's up to 9 already.
You need to have a good plan for that. He's healing up Sharanchas. 2nd monastery. Repar's at any spears.
Boas gets over now. He clears up that. That's really just good game awareness when he get that good push back in the left-hand side. It's like, right, I need to get villagers over now.
Yeah.
Just when you have that little bit of clearance.
I guess they keep playing Warrior on water. I guess he's going for more galley. Dark's eco is a little messed up. Like he's got a lot of gold and not a lot of food. He did have fish in the back though. That's kind of funny. I like that.
I like it as well. Yeah, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Honestly, I'd maybe consider deleting that one dog here. That's kind of like giving it away. In the middle, Aranbai looking to take some against Sharamshas, but two monks
it's
being
the castle you want to put on their face.
Castle's gonna try and
don't let the pikemen get converted.
Man, he's only sent 5 elves to try and get this up. Is it gonna be enough?
Surprised he didn't send the boys here.
The worst part is
I think he gets it up. That's kind of bad for the max. It's just
he's gonna get it up with 5 elves.
If I were Finland, it's like, could I like add more fish or more docks because I have water control? It's a question. I've seen the max. He added one on the main island. The Valis is kind of, fish are kind of working along this.
Yeah, and he does have a lot. He's got 18, max is 15. The fish are on the shore fish though. I guess he's fished out pretty much everything around his own like starting island. Maybe on the right hand side, could do a bit more.
Is Winchester gonna like? Oh, he must have seen this PC from Rubenstock. Otherwise, I don't know why they ran by running up there. But did he see it with the scout? Like, that would be fortunate.
I guess he does have
that's
one.
A huge bummer for Rubenstock.
And Dark,
oh, bummer.
Dark's also just sneaked past Valis' fire ships. He's got 5 elves in the mainland.
Arbalest probably coming. Or just crossbow from Valis here. This is a tough one to read. I like some positions of what Russia's done on the mainland. Some good Sharamsha rates from the max.
There's pikemen to defend for Rapard.
He's got him at the front. Nice. And a lot of monks from the max defense here.
Yeah, which is fine against Aranbai. Generally.
Dark is like he's up the castle age, but he has imp resources. Oh, TC denied from warrior.
Yeah,
ouch.
He does. It's insane. He's trying to make a uni at home. He's trying to make an RTC. What did Persians even do in him? That's the question. It's like Paladin or nothing.
I think the bigger issue is that Valis is going to make a castle over here on all these TCs.
Yeah. Oh boy. You can have Hill. He's also going for the he's also going for the outpost, his Byzantine. So he's
Town patrol is actually really nice for migration.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
But see how much he sees. Okay, he sees 1, 2 TC. He doesn't see that first one, he's just 1 tile away.
I wanted to make him like all 5 TCs here. If he drops it like in the perfect spot. Oh, it's perfect. That's an amazing castle.
And they don't see it. They actually don't see it.
Oh man.
It's 1 tile.
Oh, big clear up of the crossbows though from Winchester. Now if Winchester sees this and runs over and knights the castle, I would be unhappy if I were Finland here.
50%.
16
iron by there. Oh,
Dark
boy.
is up to him.
Vilas is leading him there.
Don't lead him there.
He's going back. He's going back.
He's going castle.
Back.
Oh, just out. That's
yeah.
So unfortunate.
And he sees I think he's seen that he ended up
That's
seeing the
incredible.
Outpost, and it's too late.
Oh my goodness. What a tragedy for Russia.
Valis is up now, going imp. Dark's up as well.
Dark still has all these fish in the very bottom of the map somehow.
It actually clears up those fires from Valis, so nice job in the end, and fish will stay alive a little bit longer.
So I guess we have Arbalest, and then Valessa is almost clicked up. A lot of bills from the max going down. Ouch.
Yeah, and the monks are right there, 11 of them as well. Kind of surprising, honestly.
Getting all his control groups ready.
I'm not sure what Valessa is doing when he's getting temped. He's got
I think it's
triple range and double barracks here.
I don't see any units being created.
Yeah. Still making longbows.
I guess he was thinking, oh, I'll go Arb, and then Valis is like, no, I'm going Arb. He's like, okay, I'm Vikings. What else do I make? Okay, he's got there's a pikeman, and there's also archer armor, so that gives me no help.
Chieftain pikes.
There we go. Perfect answer. Yeah.
Kind of weird, but so be it.
I think Arb siege ram from Byzantines is pretty nice here.
Yeah, and I've already got the 2 siege workshops down there. Gonna make a trip from the castle. Got the 3 ranges as well. It's a lot of wood and a lot of gold, of course. But Balance does have a lot of it. It's starting to look better and better for Finland. Not that it wasn't already. It's just kind of closing in on the Russians here for sure.
Yeah. It just
like Dark
feels
Sim
like after the Russians fast galley snipe builds didn't really pay off. Like Finland has just slowly squeezed the game out of their hands.
Yeah.
Basically. The castle though was just a great move. Took so much map position. And Vince is still like his eco is still kind of wrecked. Like he's stuck in Castle Age.
Max gets the Les is going to be an
Yeah, he just plays Shrevamsha Rider and just tries to raid.
Just spam them everywhere.
The Bard's coming with the ram train, trying to take out this castle. Oh, Berserks from Valessa. Very nice. The chieftains.
It's not going to be easy to do a ram train against a Byzantine castle. There's 2 rams there for Valis as well, and he's going for the other rams. Takes out 1. That's actually not a bad start. Ironbuyer fighting underneath the castle as well. More rams are coming over.
Down a little in the middle. He's gonna get this castle down.
Yeah.
And all the crossbow within will be exposed, but they garrison on the good side, and then they'll maybe avoid a little bit of the ram bite. Ah, they're going down.
But more castles coming in the left-hand side from Valesse as well now. Rubenstock also up to Imp. He's had both of his TCs castle drop from Vinch as well, actually.
Rubenstock's on the way. Yeah, like you're saying.
Max has a lot of food and gold and he's not spending it. What is going on?
Yeah, what unit is Shrevamsha?
Like, why not? Like, very annoying unit to deal with. He's got 1,500 food and 1,300 gold nearly, and he's not. It's nothing in production.
He's got it's heavy camel now.
Super weird.
Kind of weird. It's Japanese.
Elite Shrams coming
fighting around there. Okay. Chemistry as well. I think he's mostly just microing monks, and that's why he's not queuing anything.
Yeah. Bomber cannons coming over from Valis now. Then she's going to try and dive on them. Get the micro. Just got to get close to the arbs, but bomber cannons chipping him with some shots. Oh, a massive Iron Buyer, just so nice to look at.
He's killed a lot of Arbalists. Valis is gonna be a nightmare about this thing. Good job by Valis. That's the top score after playing flank. Always nice to see.
Looking like he's gonna be on champion pretty soon. The water presence, like, is just so low actually, even at this point in the game. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, for both teams. I guess Rubenstock's still on water, just kind of denying Warrior from taking too many resources, and then Dark has kind of blocked the way. It very quickly becomes a land map. That's what I'll say of migration. It's an opening where the water is important, and then it's all about the middle, and who's got good economy, and who's got good units to work together. Man, these Shrevamshas are just going straight into the Russian eco.
Yeah,
while Max is prepping behind, Shrevamsha's raiding. A couple of chalky throwers too.
Ravenstock going to push back that castle in the north from Finch. He's still 1:45 away from Imperial Age. He's got all of these Iron by just not too sure where to go.
They can't really take any fights now. Either there's castles they're going to run into or Arbalest. Oh no, the cannons are a little exposed. Careful. Move them away in time. It looks like.
See them coming, predicting where he's going.
Nope, he's going to not take a great fight there.
Too many ARPs at this point. Champion on the way now. And not really too much Russia can really do at this point.
Yep, it's just like the previous game. They're just slowly losing the map position.
Yeah, and they see it themselves writing on the wall. GG called?
Yeah, I think it's just showing. Finland is showing their class for sure. There's
I was going to say the same thing. They're just showing our class.
They had good responses for this map especially. They're just a little bit slower to feudal age, but with better economies. They defended. The pockets didn't take any damage. And then on land, Valis did the right thing, I think. He didn't overinvest on water. He got to land early. He started making a couple crossbow. Then the Max defended with monks and didn't lose too much position, the forward castles. And then Valessa came in, and I mean, he was the top scorer in the game. Good for him. On the Russian side, I wonder if Vinch or Ripard, if they had added Eco and gone to Imp, could they have done anything with it? It felt like they both were stuck in Castle Age for a really long time. And they knew really... Byzantine was gonna get there kind of quick, so you gotta maybe match it.
Know your place.
They both really committed to that. The Castle Age on the land.
I don't think it got them too much.
Didn't feel like it.
They put some pressure on the Max. They didn't really lose any vills, and then Valis didn't really lose any vills.
Like,
we'll have to see.
Venge done it feels like he done alright with the Ironbind, did like force some things here and there, but Ripard feels like he was just making pikemen for the full like Castle Age essentially, and didn't even really get a nice transition to Imp.
Converted too. Like I was wondering how much the pikemen even add. Should he just have added monks and boomed more? I think makes more sense in my head. Just like from what I'm thinking about. But the pikemen I don't feel like they offer too much.